One of my favorite parts of working at Raaka is seeing school field trips of young children come to the chocolate factory, because just witnessing the joy of 7-year-old kids who are encountering cocoa beans being crushed into chocolate.
Oh no, did I mess up my spot? No, we're good. No, I gotta eat this chocolate.
So Raaka's a bean-to-bar chocolate maker, and at our factory here in Red Hook, Brooklyn, we have all the machinery to take raw cocoa beans and make packaged chocolate bars.
I met Ryan right after moving to New York City, and he was making chocolate in his apartment.
Yep, Nate was a super early addition. He was the first addition to the team.
There was not a lot of equipment for small-scale chocolate.
When we started making chocolate originally, almost everything was without machines.
One of the main processes in chocolate is removing the cocoa bean from the shell that it's in.
We used to crack all of the cocoa beans with a hand-drawn mill, so we'd literally pull the cocoa beans with a lever through a mill.
Cranking the mill, which ended up being like a really good workout for like the right side of your body.
Taking a hair dryer and putting the shell and nibs in a bowl and blowing out the shell pieces.
And that was a huge upgrade over the hair dryer, but you still had to have someone stand there for hours. Like,
we would grind everything in these tiny little tabletop grinders in 2 steps and temper it all by hand in double boilers and pour it all by hand in the molds, wrap every single bar by hand.
So we definitely were making chocolate in a very inefficient, unsustainable way to try to build a business.
Over time, we've automated some steps, but the important steps of selecting the cocoa beans, making sure that they're properly winnowed, understanding how long they should be ground, understanding texture and flavor, that's all still very much a handmade process. I had negative impressions of business most of my life because I was sort of raised with the idea that business meant greed, and it meant just accumulating a massive amount of wealth for people who are owners of businesses.
At Raaka, we believe in building a sustainable business. That's not only from a financial standpoint.
All of our packaging is 100% post-consumer recycled.
Our main byproduct is cocoa husk, which is really high in nitrogen and really good for the soil. So we donate that to a school gardening program called Edible Schoolyards.
We purchase green energy from the grid.
I mean, the big thing is education. I mean, there's so much education that has to go into a $4 cup of coffee or an $8 chocolate bar to get the consumer to understand that they're paying for something that's really high quality, but they're also paying for something that's sourced in a way that doesn't harm someone 4,000 miles away. You can do business in a way that's beneficial to you, to your employees, your community, your suppliers, and it's beneficial to the planet.